We are back at the Ultimate 10 Ball Challenge Championship here in Frisco, Texas. This is Eugene Lee manning the commentary booth with Mr. Insightful himself, J.R. Calvert.
Good evening, folks. I hope everybody's ready for a good match. Looks like we have one here. C.J. Wiley versus Charlie Williams. C.J. is from the Dallas area. He doesn't play tournament pool much anymore, but he's managed to get this far, so obviously he's hitting the balls pretty good. Charlie, everybody knows Charlie. He's, Dragon Promotions, Moscone Cup player.
A.K.A. the Korean Dragon.
Champion. But this event's being held at Frisco, Texas. It's a $35,000 added tournament. And CJ has won the leg, and he's going to hit us with the break here. Pretty darn good first break. Looks like he got real close to scratching. But he is going to relinquish the table to Charlie. For those of you just tuning in to this tournament, this is the Ultimate 10 Ball Championships, and we're using the Magic Rack here. The Magic Rack is that device that you just saw the referee take off the table, and it actually is pretty much one of the best tools that I've seen in a long time because everybody seems to like it. I haven't seen one person say anything bad about it. Pardon.
It's done a lot to guarantee a consistent rack because it basically creates a little template on the table where the balls automatically fall into the right place and everything, all the balls are touching. And it's superior to some other template systems that actually force you to create divots into the cloth. I'm not a fan of that particular method.
Charlie has left CJ a shot. I think CJ will be slicing this ball. No, he's going to play it safe. Interesting.
He didn't like the layout.
Well, there's a lot of people that haven't seen either of these two players play. Both players are champions, in their own right. But Charlie's just about a decade behind CJ.
Well, the other thing, too, to Charlie Williams' credit, he is very busy running Dragon Promotions, and as a lot of people know who are in the business, it's very hard to run your own business while maintaining that high level of pool. So suffice to say, the Korean Dragon's been busy.
I thought Cindy Lee ran Dragon Promotions.
Well,
I swear that maybe I'm wrong. I thought Cindy was running it and Charlie was focusing on his game, and he had named her president.
Oh, I see. Well, that might have happened. I haven't kept up with all the press releases.
I could be wrong.
But he started the whole way back in the day, and it's just grown.
Yeah.
I'll have to bug Charlie later on, see if we can get him to start releasing some of the DVDs of the Empress Cups.
That should be interesting.
All right, and Charlie's played a good save. CJ's going to have to come 2 rails for this.
Well, he's going to go 3. Let's see if he catches rail first here. Well, see if he catches rail first there, he can nick that one and come right back out and play the safe back on Charlie.
Right.
I have a funny feeling that Charlie's going to stick the same shot.
Well, he's got to hit it just enough where the 1 is still behind the 7.
Well, he may not go all the way down table. He might just nick it and take the cue across table and just touch a rail or not touch one, because I think the 1's going to carry him off the 7 and hit a rail.
Well, I think Charlie read our minds. He's looking at he's going to hide behind the 7 instead, or he's still thinking.
And I know it sounds...
He's still making a decision about it.
Funny, but I don't think the C's going to be able to squeeze it through the behind the 7, so he's going to have to do the nick theory here and just kind of hit the edge of it. He's looking for every possible... See, he doesn't want to go down table unless he can get behind those balls that group of 5 balls that's on the left-hand side of your screen.
Exactly. Oh, he's committing.
Here we go. I think you can get down there. It's just the 7's so much in the way. He's worried about clipping it.
Right.
Trying
right.
to get down there, right?
And the 7 is far enough from the rail where it might open up to lead him to the shot for the 1.
You got a tie there. Let's see if he's left CJ even a hint.
He's left him a jump.
Actually, you can lose the game from here. That 3-6 looks fairly on as a combination. CJ can jump this ball, draw his cue ball out of it, or slam it into the 9 to open up the 7 for later in the rack and still have toe on the 2. Now this is call shot.
Well, this is call shot, but without the option.
About the option.
I think oars. No, they're.
Charlie's just
Charlie's
saying, go ahead, keep shooting.
I thought that. Well,
At least I thought that's what
No, I'm a little confused about the rules now. I thought
that that's the way they were playing it. We haven't had, these guys are playing so good, we've had very few people slop in a ball.
Right.
That's kind of strange.
But one of the key differences was that for this tournament, if an opponent misses his intended pocket, unless CJ didn't call the 1 in the corner and called safe.
Right.
So if he made the ball, then Charlie can say, well, he has the option.
Yeah, CJ was willing to take whatever he got. That's how the rule really reads.
All right. And Charlie's just going to lock him up again.
I think he's left him a fairly easy kick, actually one where if he misses the side pocket with the 2, he's probably going to get safe. And he did make he hit it right into side pocket. It's actually hard to miss the side pocket. I don't think he got it. Well, you can see how the safety was going to go. The 2 was supposed to go down on the other end of the table. That was a bad hit. Interesting approach there.
Well, that just, if the 4 ball passes, the table's pretty much open.
I can guarantee you that on Friday morning, that 4 ball could slide by. I can't guarantee you anything now.
No, considering how much play these tables have gotten.
Yeah, you can see it's a fairly shallow angle.
We're coming up to the end of day. We're coming up towards the end of day 2. These tables are pretty much broken in. So, any questions about sliding? That was yesterday's problem. Lining up as if it does pass, so draw back for the 5.
believe Charlie is going to take game 1 here.
I was going back and look for the 9, and it's a smart thing to do.
He flirted a little bit with that side pocket, but I don't think it's as close as what it seemed.
Charlie Williams takes it.
All right. So we'll get to see Charlie break the balls here. Both these players they're pretty much known for having great breaks. Charlie breaks the balls, massive. Maybe I'll try and even get a speed rating on both these guys since it's been kind of a while.
Don't you need to put the phone right there by the...
No.
Really?
It's not a necessity.
All right, well, let's see what kind of numbers we can get.
Yeah, we're going to use the iPhone app, my break speed app here. Guys that did this, Paul and Craig York, Paul Nettles, good guys. Got any predictions on how fast he's going to break?
No, because if he studied the rack like I think all the top pros have, he's not going to break it super hard. He's got to control the cue ball. That was a pretty hard break. But I wasn't hard. That wasn't like a 25-mile-an-hour break. That was a little lower.
22.64.
And look what he's got. He gets to play a fairly easy 1 ball. His only trouble is the 4 there, kind of by the side pocket. It's in a weird spot, but it's off the rail, so it shouldn't be too much trouble.
I truly think that's going to be the only problem. He's looking at everything right now.
Well, all he needs to do is just get in kind of nearly straight on the 4, and the 5 is just sitting down the other side.
He was actually just looking at cutting the 4 and then having the cue hit into the tip of the side pocket there, the end rail, hit the side pocket, and killing it.
Right. That's the other way to stop the ball from going anywhere.
But these balls have really taken their places. Now he has to draw this ball or do something a little bit funny with it. I would have kept a heavier angle on this ball.
Right.
But
now if he draws it, he's kind of like heading towards a 6.
Well, if he hits it with center ball, he's going to go right towards a 6. If he hits it with high right, he can spin towards the 9 ball. And if he draws it, he's actually going towards a 10. So he should take a little bit of time here. I think this is a touchy shot.
Right.
And if he does it right, he wins the rack.
It is, because I don't like the idea of running into the 9 or the 10.
Now listen to me. I'm telling Charlie, who is by chance known for being a slower player. CJ is known for being a fast player. That's where these two have the diverse styles. But I'm saying, yes, he should take his time on this one. I think it is justifiable. And that's about as good as he was going to get there. He was threading the needle, and he rolled the dice there.
Yeah, he did. It was calculated rolls, and he's rewarded for it.
We'll take a look at that angle there.
Overcuts it. Ouch.
Oh, this is what CJ wanted. He wants an easy game to kind of let his stroke out on.
Right.
I think probably the big thing here is he'll be able to just cinch his ball and keep the right angle on the 5.
Natural angle to get to the 6.
This is why that 3 ball was so important to Charlie. You'd like to have your opponent 4 or 5 to nothing before you let him score a point.
Exactly. And this is still race to 8. Even though it's 10 ball, it's still it's still considered a short race.
All right. All right.
And CJ is making quick work of the table.
CJ has an interesting grip on the cue. If you see, he holds the cue with his hand very, very much tilted and his knuckles forward as opposed to underneath the cue. And it's from, he's a tennis player. He played more tennis when he was younger. So I'm just wondering, what does everybody think that we're going to see CJ break at this time? I think CJ does not, he's not a proponent of the I'm going to finesse him and, try and pick this ball out of the rack. I think we're looking at basically the Cro-Magnon caveman approach, and that's the let's go ahead and just hit him hard. The one thing I got to say is, even though you have to put these balls in about one at a time with this Magic Rack, I still think it's faster overall when you start to talk about, the disagreements and the arguments over whether balls or racks ready to be broken or not. How many times have you been in a tournament where people say, well, that's not good, and another guy says, yes, it is?
How many times? Every time. Every tournament. Every tournament.
It is a reality in this game is that somebody sees a gap and somebody else doesn't.
And that's why that's one of the reasons I'm so in love with this tournament here, the Ultimate 10 Ball Championship.
Now, who would think it, folks?
CJ Wiley breaks about 22.68 miles per hour.
But he did not hit that one very hard. I got to admit, he hit it hard, but not hard.
Right. Well, there are kind of critical areas depending on where you hit the rack and how you get the balls to explode outward. There's theoretically there's kind of like a range and power where the balls are going to scatter and stays kind of scattered apart, which is what you want. If you hit it too soft, the balls will kind of cluster up. If you hit it too hard, the balls will come out and then cluster up.
Right. I don't know whether you caught that there, but the two contrasting styles. Charlie couldn't even get back to his seat before CJ was shooting. Charlie went to walk back to his seat, but he would have had to walk through CJ's line of fire.
Oh, there's a big clap over there between Ralph Souquet versus... Did you see who his opponent was?
Yes, I did see who his opponent was earlier, and I think that it was...
did it go to the Kaiser?
It was...
or
not Jose.
We'll find out.
Yeah. I'm trying to read it, and it's just a little tough. But back to our match. It does look like Ralph won. He was getting the congratulations. Charlie hit that ball very well.
Yeah, he doesn't have much of an angle though to get to the 4-ball. It's not a super hard shot, but it's not easy.
Well, see, the thing that he needs to do is he needs to get below the 4's line to the pocket so he can just glide over for the 5. And I don't know whether he's going to be able to do that from where he's at because he's got a slight angle down table. So I think he's going to kind of leverage that angle into coming off the bottom rail and coming in between the 6-7.
Right. Oh, that was a shot, and he should just be able to play this towards the rail and back to the center of the table.
There's some players that play this ball to go over to the rail because they can judge where the rail is so well. And I think he's looking at that right now. I've always had that ability to put it against the rail. And, of course, he can shoot that 6. It looks like it'll go past the 9. I wouldn't say that it's going to be the best shot. But if he does come back to the center of the table on this, he'll be able to come, get any angle he wants on the 5 or the 6.
And he did. He did.
Smart shot.
Yeah, he could just draw this back with low left, 6 on the side, and he's out. He hit that with a little extra juice, but he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
Well, not anymore. I thought he was going to play that shot a little straighter, with a lot more right, avoid that 9 ball, and instead he actually bumped the 9 and.
Well, I got to say, at this point here, I actually look at banking the 7 straight down table.
You don't like the cut to the side?
Well,
I guess not.
Yeah, I'm looking at getting away from that. I mean, this is an okay shot. I have to admit. I think CJ's going to give it 5 strokes, and he's going to shoot 1, 2, 3, 4. He's way too slow. If we ever get him caught up in a rhythm, boys,
And
CJ, he's an exciting player to watch. If he gets rolling in this match, get ready, folks. I mean, holy cow.
just pops it over. Tic-tac-toe.
And if this was a football game and we were talking about time of possession, Charlie Williams would have the ball 70 minutes right now, and CJ would have it about a minute and a half, and he is right now leading this match 2-1.
Well, and at this rate, basically, Team Charlie would be playing every down, getting a few yards per, and then CJ, as soon as they receive it, 90-yard.
He's just going to throw for the end zone.
Exactly.
Hail Marys after Hail Mary. And you got to love that style of play. I mean, he's fearless. He's always had that fearless attitude, and it's, as far as spectators go, sign me in. I'll watch his match every day and twice on Sunday.
Everybody here loves good pool, but everybody here loves exciting pool even more.
And if it's exciting and you know that the guy is capable of catching a high gear that few on the planet can reach, then, boy, what a treat if he ever reaches it.
Yeah, it's basically sit back, pull out the popcorn. You're in for a show.
I wonder what Charlie's going to break this time.
Wow. Check that out. It's like 5 balls on the break. No, 4 balls on the break, and not a good shot on the one.
23.48 on the old scale there, folks. So not bad. Well, this is your reward. You made 5 balls. Now you just got to come with a great shot to get started.
I know, this is just, how do you get penalized for such a great break? That hurts. That really hurts. right now CJ is just waiting for his turn. Does he have a shot?
I think he can see this shot. I think he's going to have to roll it in with a little high left. Nice shot. Perfect. Got a little nudgy from the 6, so I think he should be fine.
That was a rather quick shot by Charlie Williams. Either go down table or just dink the 7 in on the side. Probably down table. More players will take the longer shot if they can shoot with authority. There you have it, folks.
2-2.
And that's something that neither players really wanted, but I think we're going to have a really tight race over here.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot closer than what Charlie Williams would like it to be.
Are you kidding? I don't think neither players want a tight race.
Well, let's see what CJ is going to break these balls at. (24-2-1).
Well, he's got a shot on the 1, and the balls are spread out rather nicely, so maybe somewhat nicely. So maybe the low 20s is the optimal speed.
Our ProPoll.com stats is showing Charlie Williams shooting a 933 and CJ Wiley shooting a 600. Somehow still in the match.
And CJ really overcut that shot. Yeah, but that break seemed to work all right, but there's still some problems. 3 and the 4 on rails.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
That's a nice shot. Floated that across very nice. Kept a little angle.
Stayed down.
See, the nice thing here is that he's got enough of that side rail that he can spin this ball down. What I don't like is he's jacked up a little bit here. Nice shot.
Yeah, I don't think he put too much spin on it. I think he just played to a top, just pure top, and just let the angle roll forward.
He wanted this to go down about another 3 inches. This is a left-handed shot, or one that he's going to stretch out. You may even consider a bridge, or behind his back.
I'm used to stretching out, so I don't think that's such a big problem.
I think you got a few inches on Charlie, though. Charlie, he's not going to like this. I mean, he's going to make the ball, don't get me wrong. It's just that it's not what he wanted. He wanted to be more comfortable. He's just glad he didn't have to do too much.
Right.
think Charlie's just going to hit this a little low left. Stay down table slightly on the 8 so he can just float out to the center.
You don't think he's planning to bump the 8? Nope.
I wouldn't think he would, and he can do this and just run 3 rails again. I mean, it's as easy. 6-1 to half dozen of the other.
One more rail. Thank you. All right, Charlie takes another one. He's up 3-2 against C.J. Wiley.
A commanding 3-2. I know it sounds
a commanding 3-2.
Well, he is kind of burying C.J. when it comes to the statistics side of things. The stats seem to be giving us a false reading here in a way that maybe C.J.'s made some unforced errors that he hasn't had to pay for yet.
That's probably more the case. Because right now, as far as I see it, it's basically CJ's turn to get a win.
Yeah. Well, CJ needs to really get tight. Right now he's getting a little bit loose as far as I'm concerned, as far as getting up and 3-stroking balls that maybe he should have taken his time on. CJ's starting to show the posture of somebody who is anxious or not happy with his situation.
Made the 5. He's got that second ball breakdown.
23-9-7.
One's automatic. Just got to make sure that he doesn't block his path to the 2.
CJ looking fairly relaxed during this shot, but still, it's pretty obvious. He doesn't want to be in that seat. He wants to be playing.
Well, he also realizes that there's nothing he can do. He has no choice but to stay in the chair.
Well, our ProPool.com stats, folks, Ron Hoffman and the guys from CK Billiards coming through with the stats right now. CJ Wiley is doing a 583, while Charlie Williams is shooting a 949. And somehow the score is 3-2, Charlie. Kind of unusual. I don't think it's saying that the stats are bad. I'm just saying that CJ has made some mistakes and not had to pay for them. I think part of it comes down to was the 3 fouls that Charlie tried to get CJ on. That CJ fouled once or twice. And still, Charlie didn't run out. I think that was a win that CJ got.
Well, regardless of the batting average, what really matters is wins and losses.
That's right.
Because Charlie gets another one. He's starting to pull away. The only thing that's stopping him right now is CJ the alternating break.
What do you think of the players playing in vests? You like it?
I think it's hilarious. I think it's great for the game. I think it's nice to just elevate this, the level of not just the level of play, but the attitude towards pool tournaments. There's a lot of, especially in Texas, it's our weather. It's hot about 10 months out of the year for the most part, and so a lot of the tournaments you'll see guys, they come in with golf shirts, maybe t-shirts, jeans, boxers, flip-flops, tennis shoes, very casual wear. Because it's not like we're going to be on TV or anything.
Right. Well, at the same time, snooker, the players have, they've been wearing vests for a while.
Right.
And it looks very classy. I like the look.
Well, that's also part of, snooker retaining, the old billiards background, when it was, it was a sport for the kings. That's what people, royalty back in the day used to play. And of course, being a British game, there is a high level of formality. Brits are always formal.
Right.
And sometimes we may deride them for that, but other times, I think I have a point. It's nice to step up and, be a little bit more classy about things.
So I guess we should stop wearing flip-flops and shorts and,
Well, I need
T-shirts in the booth.
I need to work on the jeans part. But then again, I'm not a player. I'm a worker. And so it's sometimes it's hard to do some of the work in a tuxedo.
We're all worker bees here. I'm not really sure how old CJ is, but I believe that he's around 46.
Well, this is where we need to set up a hotline where we say, well, those of you who can guess his date, the fifth caller who gets his age correctly will receive.
For those of you that were guessing on CJ's last break, 24.76 miles per hour. Pretty steady for a young man like that. Now, Charlie has a situation here where he would love to be able to run this 3 rails and not cross the path, the 7. But I think that's where he's going to have to be. I think he's committed to 3 rails here. It's just he's going to have to use speed control.
Right.
And control the angle. I think if he goes just 2 rails out, I think it might not be there. Yeah, he's going to roll a little bit further than what he wanted to be on the 50.
Well, a little more than the 50. He's gonna have to let the cue ball fly again.
Well, there was a lot of things that didn't add up on that shot. To get it to kind of get out to that angle where he missed a 10, he was kind of hitting that ball a little bit firmer than what he wanted.
Right.
That's why I said he probably had to go 3.
Well, there are other ways to do that too. He could have used a little bit of a slip stroke to avoid the 10 as well.
Nice shot.
Excellent correction.
Well, he got himself back in line. I mean, now he can just cinch his ball roll up a little bit. There he goes. He's
Pretty
fine.
perfect. Yeah. Just roll it forward.
Well,
Punch it over. That's
he's starting to realize that CJ is not the opponent that he once used to be when he was playing every day and not once every year. So CJ, it's hard to convince him elsewise. I mean, so he's going to win games, and I think that's got him here.
yeah.
And he still makes balls. Great. I mean, if you were to ask CJ, does he play, which I did when I first saw him, he said, no, I don't play. He said, I still hit him. It's not like he's going down to the pool room every day. He has other things that he does.
Which is all right. That's actually all right. The economy is a little tougher right now, and it's important to stay busy and focus on work. Unless he's at the point where he can make a living off a pool, he's got to take care of number one.
Yeah. Well, he's sold his pool room. He's sold his nightclub. So I think he's riding bike, doing various activities. He stays in great shape.
Yeah, he's in great shape for his age, whatever that is.
I think he's in better shape than most people that walked into this place this year or this weekend.
Welcome to Texas. Oh wait, did I say that?
Ha! I think Charlie's going to be able to lay down something in the 24 range here. He's getting comfortable. Well, what do I know?
Nothing's flying in. Nothing.
Well, you saw his leg kick up. He gave it a lot more because, like I said, I think he's really getting comfortable. He just hit us with a 27.73 mile per hour break. He wants to run ahead now.
Well, it didn't work out because nothing got close enough to the side pockets. Nothing went around to the corners.
Yeah. For those of you that are just joining in, you're watching CJ Wiley versus Charlie Williams. We're here at the Ultimate 10-Ball Championships in Frisco, Texas, at the Embassy Suites Hotel. I'm J.R. Calvert from Inside Pool. Joining me in the booth is Eugene Lee. Eugene, what do you think about these stats? Charlie Williams is shooting a 965 and CJ is shooting a 615. I think those numbers are starting to look a little bit more right now.
Given the score is 5-2, yes, they are. However, to CJ's credit, he hasn't really been to the table during the match.
Well, I think that's partially due to the 965 that Charlie's shooting. Charlie's not giving him a lot of air. He's giving him respect is what he's doing. He's saying, I don't care if I haven't seen you for 10 years or not. I'm playing you like the day you left. Right. And
because the last thing Charlie wants is for, old CJ to come back.
Or the old CJ to come back a decade later and say, what, you still can't beat me? I gave you 10 years. So he definitely doesn't want to get beat by CJ here, and I don't blame him.
So there could be a little bit of pride at stake here.
I think so. But the best part about it is CJ really doesn't care. How'd he hit it, folks? There's about 2 or 3 blockers out there right now that are making sure that Charlie has a slightly harder kick than what he'd like. I think he could just miss the 2 ball and spin it, come 3 rails, hit the rail right before the 1, run that 1 up and underneath the 2, and let the cue float out to the middle of the table. Well, on that side of the table, on the upper side of your... He's trying to masse this. He's going to masse it into the bottom rail and come right at it, which might be his best bet, the way CJ has the blocker set up. Good shot. He's made his ball.
He called the 5.
Well, I think we're a little confused on that rule.
No, this is no. There's no variation on that rule. It's you have to call your pocket. So
Well, the referee isn't jumping up. And it's funny. We have not seen hardly any slop balls. And then I heard somebody calling safe, and admittingly, I should have known the rules a little bit better. But I figured that they were calling safe to protect themselves.
Right.
The old rule, just if this goes, don't make me keep shooting. And I think that's what they're doing right now. Is they're not playing call ball. They're saying, look, if you want to play safe and the ball drops, you don't have to keep shooting.
Oh. CJ went wide on that bank. And besides playing a safe, he has no other way to make this ball. Cue ball's pretty close to the rail. It's gonna have a lot of top on it.
Great shot.
Does he have room?
I don't think he likes this coming off. It's not the greatest, but I think he has room.
Charlie said, what, me, Wiley? Yeah, he's got to make sure that he doesn't touch the 10.
I think we're getting a visit from our friendly referee here. He wants to spy this out, and I think Charlie's playing the right option. I think he's going with the bridge.
Now we get to see Charlie put a little stroke on this. Almost ideal. Could have come up like another 2 inches or so, but he's fine.
And Charlie Williams.
He's up 6-2 versus CJ Wiley. We are here at the Ultimate 10 Ball Championship here in Frisco, Texas. This is the inside pool stream table. And with me in the booth is J.R. Calvert. And along with him is some dude named Eugene Lee.
think Elvin Nelson is floating around the booth. I saw him outside signing autographs. He's a big hit with young ladies, and he has a calendar coming out next year. Now let's see if CJ smashes these bad boys up. It's taking a little bit off of those.
What was the speed on that?
23.76.
That's about 22, 23. That seems to got the best speed onto this table.
Coming in right around there.
All right, he's got a pretty open layout, and being down 6-2, he needs it.
Well, now keep in mind, we really haven't seen CJ get up and make tons of mistakes. It's just been Charlie. And a couple of kicks and one or two misses, and that's why he's down into that 500 range. It, is so unbefitting.
So,
now he's looking at this like it might not go, and I thought it had a little bit more room than that. I think that time of possession thing comes in again here, where I think I saw the ball just barely stop one time and CJ went ahead and shot.
yeah, that was a blink of the eye again.
Well, let's let the statisticians over ProPool.com catch up with us, but I can tell you that CJ had a 551 before that 10-ball massacre there in 30 seconds, while Charlie was shooting a 971.
Well, I guess here's an interesting question. If your opponent breaking runs on you, should that count against you in your stats?
Actually, I don't know. I think Ron's going to be doing a lot of stuff with how long you can keep 1,000 rating.
Right, and of course. And this is something that I don't think they can really do at this point. Is there a way of, adding another statistic based on how fast you play?
I think you can talk to Ron about that, but he has mentioned that.
Wow.
I'm interested. To see.
That's going to be so much more work for the scorekeepers.
Pretty good. Charlie broke that one at 26.53 miles per hour.
Well, he made a ball, but does that 8 block him? Guess not. Nope, he's got to stretch again.
I think it's almost the exact same shot as he had last time, maybe down an inch or two from this shot here.
Yeah, well, the previous shot, I think his waist was over the side pocket. Now he's a little further down table.
The prize money at this event is pretty good. Like I said, it's $35,000 added. There were 93 players in the men's division. They had about a $72,000 pot, and first place is going to be $16,600. Second place is going to be $9,500, and prize breakdown after that is pretty good. I believe it is posted over at theultimate10ball.com. So if you want to float around and check out the prize monies, if not, I'm sure it'll be in post over on Inside Pool Mag later this evening for the full prize breakdown.
And for those of you who could not make it, wouldn't it be nice to have placed 24th and know that you still would have received over $1,000?
And they did a lot of things here at the hotel. This venue is really, they're good people. They gave great prices. They were really player friendly. Free meals, free breakfasts, happy hours. I mean, just all kinds of free stuff here. And it's a beautiful event. So it wasn't really that expensive to play in this event. So somebody cashing in 17th through 24th, with a little bit of luck, they might have made a little bit of money.
Well, it sounds like this venue got a lot of bang for the buck for everybody.
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
Now, if we can only get them to come back next year.
I don't think Body's going to have a problem about that next year. I think these videos are all going to go on our YouTube channel, Inside Pool Mag. So if you want to watch some of these videos, say you missed a few, you'd like to re-watch a few,
sure,
they're going to be available on demand at youtube.com/Inside Pool Mag, and you'll be able to watch them in HD in their full entirety. And unfortunately, guys, you'll have to listen to our commentary on them, so, maybe you'll watch anyhow, I guess, now that you know that. But we had to level with you. Now, C.J. Wiley did bounce up to a 684, kind of got back into a respectable range there, and Charlie is, before this game, was shooting a 970, and he's going to take a 7-3 lead here, and I believe he's probably going to start into the 980 range here. We'll just see what the statisticians that Ron has over at ProPool.com, CK Billiards, what they're churning out here. But those are all live on ProPool.com if you want to go over and take a look at those. And if you want any of the match scores, they're also available on the UltimateTenBall.com site underneath the viewer. CJ's going to get ready to bust them up. I want to see CJ lay into one of these. And hit. Well, I have to say.
Well, at this point, CJ's only hope is for Charlie to make a mistake.
Well, not really. I think what he needs is, more than anything, he needs opportunities. He needs opportunities to stop happening for Charlie. So he does need lightning to strike.
Right. But
and
right
he
now,
needs to come with the shot.
But Charlie's not making too many mistakes at this point.
That's why he needs Charlie to end up without opportunities. And CJ came again in that 24 range with a 24.81 mile per hour break. Yep. Ron from ProPool.com came and joined us in the booth here, folks. He's amazed by technology. Go figure.
Charlie makes a beautiful cut. Split the pocket.
Well, I stand corrected. Charlie Williams was only able to get up to a 974 after that last rack. CJ still clocking in at about 684. But I don't think that it really matters at this point, folks. It's looking like Charlie is going to run these out. Do you see any problems waiting out here, Eugene?
Nope. Nope. Unless we suddenly get an earthquake and balls move.
Kept his angle. CJ is, well, he's looking like where he's at. He's watching his guy run out on him. Background, you can see Amy Chen is playing. Not able to see who she's playing with. You able to spot who she's playing?
No, but I'm not sure, but I'm guessing it's one of the Japanese girls.
Charlie got all that one. He got a pretty good kiss off that 6. It did not have to turn out that way, folks. But he just kind of moved the 6 closer to the hole, so now the only ball that's more than a foot from the hole seems to be the 10 ball.
Every ball has a pocket.
At this point here, a lot saying, yeah, it's pretty much over. I think if CJ was allowed to throw the towel in right at this moment, he certainly would. I mean,
Well, he wouldn't.
you can see him right now.
Would he get penalized if he threw in the towel?
No, I don't think he would. But you know, CJ's got a lot of class. He wouldn't do that. What he'd do is he'd let the man run out. You know, I'm just saying.
That's the hardest thing to do, knowing that you're not going to win and letting your opponent finish off.
Watch the way he congratulates Charlie. He'll walk up and just, hey, that's it. Take his cue apart. He might beat a few balls. That'd be about it. He's not going to cry about it. He's not going to whine. It is what it is.
Right.
Remember at one time I came out of a match and I'd only missed one ball. And I lost 11-9. The guy that I played missed 4 balls. He beat me. And somebody came up and said, well, you missed a ball, and the other did, and I told the story. And I didn't know what to say. I said, the guy beat me. And CJ goes, well, had he not missed the ball, maybe he'd have won. You know, and it kind of hit me. And I said, yeah, he's right. It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm only worried about my own game. And that's all CJ worries about is his own game.
Right.
That was the point he was trying to make.
But if you lost 11-9, you missed 2 and you missed 4, that just means that, at least to me, your opponent just got a few better rolls.
Well, look at this. Now, Charlie just gave CJ hope. I'm going to give it 5 strokes, and CJ will let it go again. Okay, ready?
1, 2, 3. It's too short.
Well, he hit it at the right speed. He's going to make Charlie spear at it again.
This is almost a half ball hit. It actually should be pretty easy.
Now, for those of you that want to know, I think we have a women's match coming up on this table right following this. It will be Angel Paglia and Vivian Villarreal. They are both some of the Final Four. And if you look, Charlie cannot believe that he missed that ball. He's in his chair, staring up at the ceiling, going, "I can't believe this." And CJ,
there he is. He's
4-stroke kiss and kick it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it. Bang. CJ smiling. Look at him. Charlie smiling.
It's like, at this point, he had nothing to lose. He had nothing more to lose at this point.
Well, I can tell you. CJ's looking at the score. He's like, is it really 7-4? Yeah, it is. It is, CJ. Trust us. He's good-hearted about it, though. He's having a lot of fun playing, I can tell you that. Got a prediction on whether he's going to let him have it or not? I say he's going to pull into the 25 range.
I don't know, but Charlie just cleaned the cue ball by on his own.
I think he might pull into the 28 range. I'd like to see him mangle this rack and give it, 4?
He's going to hit it hard. I'd say it's going to be the 26 range.
Leg kicked up.
That wasn't as loud.
No,
24?
23.97.
Yeah, about 24. Okay. Interesting.
And Charlie fell down after those successive misses there, down to a 955, and CJ holding close at that 684.
Well, look at this layout. Look at this. He's got a rather long cut. He's got to walk the 1 ball down the rail. The 2 ball is blocked by the 7 and 8.
You know, I might consider
the
just
3.
banking this ball past the 3 and the 10 onto the bottom rail, and high right-hand English float into the 5 ball. There's not a really good position portion here for this ball.
No, JR spoke and Charlie listened.
Well, he drew it, and he's a lot smarter than I am. So,
But there's a hole. There's a hole. He can hit. He can thin the 1.
CJ's looking at it. I still think that he can hit this one. It's just he's going to have to hit it with high inside.
Oh.
Wow. Well, that's not what he wanted to do. He's going to laugh. I guarantee it. He didn't want to make that mistake. He'll laugh. He'll laugh about it.
Charlie's looking at. Is he looking at the cheese?
No, no way he's going to cheese this. He wants to follow the 1 up into the side, and he wants to pick a location where he can get on the deuce. Well, I guess he's
he's going.
he's going to cheese it. He's not going to cheese it. He's going to pull up.
He's called it.
He's just kidding. Did he call it?
He called it. Yeah, he's taking it.
I think he may hear some boos and hisses from the peanut gallery here.
He really doesn't like.
That looks pretty good from here. CJ saying, "Look, I told you, good man." Smiles and shakes his hand. Having a good time.
There you have it, folks. Charlie Williams defeats C.J. Wiley here at the Ultimate 10-Ball Championship here in Frisco, Texas.
8-4. Well, we want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, and stay with us. We're going to have another match coming at you, and I believe it's going to be Angel Paglia and Vivian Villarreal. All right.
Stay tuned, folks.
Stay tuned, folks. Thanks.